Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video I am going to discuss about some of the important questions that you may get in the base package persistent interview. So here I am going to discuss about some of the questions that you may get in the C++. That there are a series of video I will discuss. Okay, C++, then in Java what type of questions they can ask, and software engineering subject, and software testing subject. Okay, and also like development okay web development. So the type of questions that you may get in the C++, Java, and software engineering, software testing, and web development. Okay, the interview questions. Okay, here I'm discussing about the interview questions that you may get in these subjects. Okay, so here the level of interview for the base package, it is easy to medium. The base package interview, the interview is easy to medium level. And as already mentioned in the previous videos, these are the subjects that in the next video I am going to discuss, like for database, data structure. So these in for each subject there is a different video. Now I'm going to cover about Java. In Java, what type of questions they can ask in C programming, and oops, that I'll C++ programming, and software engineering and software testing. Okay, so software engineering and software testing. Okay, so here, yeah, these are the questions that the interviewer is asked to students. Like for example, yeah, the question, explain the waterfall model. Explain the waterfall software development model. And also they can ask, like, explain the software development life cycle. SDLC life cycle, software development life cycle also they can ask. And some questions related to Python is object oriented programming language, so you need to like explain whether it is object oriented language or not. Okay, then how to copy an object in Python, how to copy the an object in Python, and difference between the C and Python language. Okay, you need to explain the difference between the C and Python language. And yeah, C and Python, and compiler, the difference between the compiler and interpreter difference, and what is the int in Python initialization, and what is software testing, then difference between the pointer and reference. So these type of questions you may get from these particular section. Okay, then what is the difference between the Python and C language, the difference. Then explain the Java features. Okay, object means this Java features, you need to explain the features of Java, and what are the generators in Python language. What are the generators? You just Google it for all these questions. And what is HTTP, hypertext transport protocol, the difference between the HTTP and HTTP. Yes, and some questions on the Java. Okay, based upon the Java also they asked. Okay, questions on Java, then difference between the structure and class, and explain the lambda function and its working. Then what is generator and iterator in terms of programming language. Okay, then there are few questions on, like, what are the default port number for the HTTP and HTTP. Yes, Then how to change in HTML the background color in the web page. Okay. Then keyword for not a number exception in JavaScript. Then what is virtual function? Then different keywords in Python programming language, different keywords. Then explain the recursion, then explain Java features. Then what is this URL? Okay, uniform yeah, resource locator or URL. Okay, you need to explain properly what is URL. Okay. Then what is Flask? Okay, the Flask framework. What is Flask and software development lifecycle phases. How to change in HTML font color. Suppose if you tell your project you are implemented in the web development and all in the mini projects and all, so then you will get questions on the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, then explain the basics of HTML and difference between local and global variables in Python. Then what are the pillars of C++? Okay, the OOPS concepts. Then familiar with Angular JS, React JS. Okay, at least we should go through the basics. What is Angular JS, React JS, the difference, and what are the type of projects that are real time projects that are developed by using these technology. Then difference between the pointers and the reference variables, and what is static function. Okay, so here I'm going to cover the some of the questions, okay, on C++, JavaScript, okay, and C++, web development, software engineering, software testing, Python. Okay, what type of questions they are asked, that only I am discussing here. Then what is the difference between the HTTP and HTTPS? Then features of Python, zip in Python and path in Python, you need to explain. Then if I getting a data delay, then what should be used to get the data faster? Then the difference between Flask and Pyramid. Then write the output of a Java code. So they will give a code and you need to write the output of the Java code. Then the difference between the C and C++, difference between the C and C++, and difference between compiler and interpreter, difference between the compiler and interpreter. Okay, then there are some questions on what is a prototype in the JavaScript. Then how do you implement heap in the Python language? Cascade delete function, and what is Python pickling, what is interpreter, and how to declare the classes in JavaScript. How to declare the classes in the JavaScript. Then what is a diamond problem in Java, and file handling in Python language. Then does the Java supports the multi inheritance? Okay, and also a few questions on Java, like Java features and all. Then what is static keyword? Okay, what is static keyword? Then read only constant variables, examples of constant variables. Then difference between the compile time and runtime. Okay, then Java interfaces, what is software testing. Then difference between the Java JVM JDK, and what is platform independent. Okay, you should explain the difference Java JVM JDK, and what is this, why it is called as a platform independent. Then double equal or triple equal, what is the difference in JavaScript. Then what are the software testing types? Okay, and mention the difference between the testing types, difference between the testing types. Okay, then The difference between the pass by value and pass by references. You need to explain with your example and what are decorator, generator, iterators, exception handling in Python, abstract method in Java. Then there are some puzzle questions. Puzzle questions are also asked to few students. Okay, the puzzle questions like if the Vinod had 21 hens, all but 11 had died, then how many hens is left with? How many times 5 is subtracted from the 35? Okay, if well size is 50 meter, then ant is in the well. Okay, so such type of some puzzle questions also you will get. Okay, if I have 200 rupees, I want to buy a smartphone, so what is the query required for that on the internet? Okay, so such type of puzzle questions, some logical thinking questions you will get in the your base package interview. So here this video that mainly describes the questions that asked in the C language. Okay, questions that asked in the C language. Okay, then C, C++, Java, Python. Okay, software engineering, software testing. Okay, then puzzle means you will get some idea. Okay, puzzle questions. Okay, so these are the, and also mainly the web development language, web development programming language like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, so these are the means type of questions that asked to students in the base package interview. Okay, you just revise the so you just go through the video from the start, and you will come to know what are the different questions. So Mishru is, sir, what which type of programming they asked? Tell me some example. Yeah, that I'm creating one more next video for that. Now in this only I just covered in difference between the programming language. Okay, software engineering question, software testing question that I discussed. Okay, I will discuss in the next video. Next means within 5 minutes only I will create one more video. Sir, 39 students have been shortlisted for HR. Just wanted to know how they will shortlist. I think if they are so after once if they reach to HR round, so there is a 99% selection chances are there. Okay, 99%. If there are 39 students, if they reach to the HR round. Okay, so definitely 99% there is a selection chances are there. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to within 5 minutes only on one more topic, what type of questions that they ask in the data structure,